What's going on? Mark from Rusty Butcher here. We're going to be doing an install today on an Advanblack ST fairing that we just got in the mail. I'm very excited to be running this fairing. As soon as Harley released these ST fairings, I fell in love with the new lines on this thing. It's beautiful. I'll go over what came in the package, and we're going to upgrade the Fatbob. As most of you guys know, I was hit by a car a couple years ago. This bike's kind of been on the back burner since. So I want to get it back on the road. We want to get this ST fairing on here and make this bike whole again. The last thing I'll need to chase down is the headlight mount. But other than that, this thing should be good to go. I'm going to mount this thing. It's going to go to paint, go back on the bike, and we should start ripping this thing. All right, first off, we had our friends over at Clockworks obviously send me this beautiful yellow windshield. Clockworks always coming through. This thing is awesome, and you guys know I like the yellow windscreens. They're awesome. I keep saying awesome, but yeah, we got the headlight bucket. We got the bottom bracket that I'm guessing holds or supports the bottom of this. This is the mount that bolts onto the tank, and then this goes onto the fairing. We got, looks like some little wind deflector things. They gave us some wiring stuff. We're gonna be going through all this and figuring out what it all is. Not a clue yet. That here stands for Fat Butcher or Fatbob. We'll find out. And then I also have this headlight, which I don't have the mount for yet. But this thing's gonna look cool in there, obviously, to match. And then this beautiful, seems like ABS plastic, super clean, seems very durable. The inside construction looks clean. I like it, and I can't wait to see this on the bike. So let's do this. You ready to install this thing? Come on, go get some tools, okay? Good girl. Let's do this. First thing to do is we're gonna put this fairing mount on. It's gonna slide in through here. So I gotta take out that stuff. And as you can see here, I just slid it over. You take off the little black covers that go on the tank, and then you just kind of line that up. But yeah, fits there pretty good. It's got a little spot right here. It's bent for the neck, and then just make sure your wiring is on the outside of it. Should bolt up. This is normally how it goes in my shop. I literally just had this bracket in my hand, and now it's missing. So I'm gonna spend the next probably half hour looking for it, and then we'll start the install again. It's over here on the floor. Gosh, that was a waste of probably 10-15 minutes. Now we're gonna install this. So we're gonna crack these two loose, which I've already done so. Loosen them up. And this bracket is gonna slide right there, like that. Just gotta tighten it down. Nice and tight. Yeah, I'm sure most of you guys are gonna tell me I need torque specs and all this shit, but this is the torque wrench I got right here. Good enough. Now we gotta put the support bracket on, put some thread locker on this. I only have red, so this shit's never coming off again. It's gonna mount to right here. See if I can find the hole. Keep that a little loose right now. So next up, I took the inner fairing away from the outer fairing. We're gonna mount it to the bracket right here. There's 4 mounting bolts right here, and then 2 hooks that we're supposed to line up. It's pretty straightforward. Just put it on, slap that sucker over it. Screw a couple of these on. This thing's really nicely made. Okay, let's tighten that up. Got those Loctited and tightened up. Inner fairing's mounted. We just mounted these to the lower mounting bracket. All 4 of these are tightened up, and then the bottom one on there. I had to loosen these 4 a little bit to get these to line up. And now we are assembling the outer fairing onto the inner fairing. And 6 black bolts back together. Okay, inner and outer mounted. Let's mount this thing up. I'm not gonna mount this yet on the fairing because this fairing's actually gonna go to paint. So I'll have them painted all white before I do that, and then I'll put it on. So we're just gonna put this on and see what it looks like. It's all mounted. The only thing we haven't messed with yet is the headlight situation because I still need to sort that out. But the ST fairing is on. Looks beautiful. This thing's gonna look beautiful when it's all painted. I'm probably gonna do maybe some white right there. Maybe a bolt, you know? And then the black. Who knows? Might just paint it pink, who fucking knows? Here's a little video from the old cockpit. Nice, clean. Got their logo right there. Looks good. Stoked to have the fairing on this bike again. Guess we could do a little once over on this too. This is a ODC suspension front end. I'm not technically sure if they're still around anymore, but they sent me those when I first debuted this bike for Harley. Galfer rotors, Brembos. This one has a TBR exhaust on it. We got an SNS air cleaner. It's got Bamco gold ARP bolts just literally everywhere. Thrashing foot pegs, Thrashing risers. It's got Rusty Butcher handlebars, Thrashing perch clamps. We got Elite levers, Thrashing Dusty reservoir cap. We got Leather Pros bags, the canvas with the leather tops, Saddleman seat on everything. And then most of you guys always check out this swing arm. Let's look at it from the pipe side. This is one of 3 ever made alloy art swing arm. It's beautiful. They made 3 of these. I ended up with 1 and very thankful for that. So, bitchin' bike, stock motor. It's the 107. It's nothing crazy. I'll probably put a cam in it soon. Other than that, I don't really care. It's a great bike.